Hello, my Star Wars toy-loving friends. I've decided to make a video to show you some of these vintage Star Wars toys I bought over the last few months. I'll tell you about the deals I got on them. Okay, so here are some of these Star Wars toys that I've purchased over the last few months. I started getting into collecting loose vintage Star Wars toys at the beginning of the summer. It's now the end of the summer. This is what I've acquired over the probably second half of the summer at various sources that these have been purchased. A few through eBay. I purchased some of these through really good Facebook groups that I found. That people have sometimes really terrific deals on Facebook groups, and a few of these I've purchased at some vintage toy stores near where I live. I live in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and a few of these were purchased in Sheboygan at a place called Freak Toys. A few of these were purchased at a new store that just opened up in Two Rivers. And a few of these were purchased at a store that's really close to where I live in a place called Denmark, Wisconsin, which is just probably a 10-minute drive from my house. It's a really cool vintage store there too that I just recently discovered. And I also got a couple of these figures at a flea market. Somebody had them, wanted $10 a piece. I said, what about 3 for $20? I was sure that would be these two here, these two Leias he had, and also one of these Dengars with the gun. So I paid $20 for that. Most of these other figures probably on average, I would say $6 to $7. Get some for $5, some for $6, some for $7. I think the most expensive I've paid is $12 for a figure. That was just one, but yeah, and most of the ones I purchase, I don't get the weapons with. I don't care too much about the little guns. The reason I don't care too much is that adding the little gun, like this little gun, will probably run you at maybe twice what the figure runs you. But I do have a couple that came with the little guns. However, I do like to get the figures with their clothes on, or what they're wearing. Like for instance, this Ugnaught wearing the blue vest. Yoda's naked though. I don't really like that. And then these Chief Chirpas, he has his hood. So I don't really mind that he doesn't have his stick, but I don't like him when they don't have their... If he didn't have his hood, I wouldn't even want him. It just doesn't look right. I got this one here, fully clothed. He's got a couple pieces of clothing there. Got the plastic vest, the cloth cape. Oh, I love this figure here. This is one of the largest figures, maybe the largest figure that's made. All the detail, I love that one. You got found a squid head with all the clothes on. Looks so much better. Most of the time, you find them maybe got the cape but missing the skirt or missing the belt. But with all the clothes on, wow, really makes them look a lot better. When the figure doesn't have the clothes on, I don't think they look that great. I kind of avoid the ones without the clothes. Got these. Oh, my son picked this one up. Got a deal on this, $5. I know he goes for a lot, usually more than $5. This is the most expensive one I bought, was a Biker Scout. One of these Biker Scouts I paid $12 for. It's just hard to find a Biker Scout cheap. But I didn't think that 12 was okay. And I don't have any regular Stormtroopers. They're always pretty expensive. So here's a Hoth Luke and a Hoth, I think it's a Hoth Rebel. So I used to think this guy here was Luke. I thought, oh, that's Luke. No, this is Luke. They look pretty similar. Luke actually has a much smaller head. And got the medical droid there. That's just a wonderful, that's an awesome looking figure. Got the Hoth Leia. Oh, I always find these cheap. I don't know why. It's one of my favorite figures. It's Hoth Han Solo. Maybe because they made a lot of them, but that's one of my favorite figures. And they got Bespin Han. I got him with the gun. That one came with the gun. And then I think this is the Rebel Commander, Hoth Rebel Commander. And I had one that they sent the gun with. Have the Death Star droid and C-3PO. And these I got a great deal on. I think the person that sold me these, I got them for $5 a piece. Oh, they're in great shape. Well, the Death Star droid is missing his black paint, but he doesn't have any rust on the back. And the C-3PO too. Look at this. Oh, really nice condition. And usually these little bolts on the back, if you want to see, these little things are usually, if they're not in good shape, they rust out. There's metal on them. But both of these are in nice shape, no rust on them. Those are pretty nice. I got those for only $5. Got some of these General Medine, I think is how it's said. One of them has a nose rub, but these other ones, I think they're different. This one, the gray is what is molded, the gray hair, and the nose, the face is painted on. This one, the molding is the face and the hair is painted on. So these usually look a little better. They're made. This one Hong Kong. These I think are Taiwan. I think that's what they are. Got a couple Lukes here. Found this one at Freak Toys for only $7. Really nice. This Pilot Luke. Got the other one I think in a lot with some other stuff that came to about $6 a figure. TIE Fighter Pilot. Weequay I think is how you say this one here. And usually you can find him in good shape. For some reason, there's a lot of them out there, and when you do find him, he's in good shape typically, and he's got a lot of detail. I really like that figure. And I think this is the AT-AT Commander with some I think it's an Imperial Commander, maybe, these guys, in various conditions. Got Lando here with his cape, and I think his cape is in pretty good shape too. If there's a tear in it, it's very little, minor. And these Leias are just, their capes don't even have any tears. Really nice Leias. I told you about that. Got that at the flea market. These Bespin guards. One of them has a lot of gold on it. Really good shape. The other one's a little more used. Chewbacca. You can't go wrong with Chewbacca. Chewbacca is just one of the greatest figures, and usually you can find him in pretty good shape. I think it's that he doesn't have a lot of paint that wears off. And this Leia here is really great shape, but she doesn't have her helmet or her stick, but still a really nice Leia there. Got a Lobot, he's pretty good. This Cloud Car Pilot, he's a little loose. One of the least white figure with good paint, but you can tell it's played with a lot, a little loose. And these two guys here are in pretty good shape. Usually you can find those Return of the Jedi guys in pretty good shape. Alright, well that's what I've picked up over that second half of the summer. Hope you enjoyed. Till in my next video. Later.